I do have to let you know that I'm here representing myself, and the information can only be attributable to me. So now that I have made the lawyers happy, okay, let me tell you how thrilled I am to be here. We were early adopters of Tableau, back with version 4.0. Okay? Today, we have 3 servers globally, 67 active instances supporting 25,000 people globally. Tableau is an integral part of how we operate. I've been with Pfizer for 26 years, and I am proud to say that our mission has not materially changed in that time. We want to be the #1 biopharmaceutical company in the world so that we can produce the best medicines to make patients healthy. But what has changed is the environment in which we operate. And this is due to external forces, changing demographics, changing technology, changing payer landscape, pricing pressure. At the same time, there is a plethora of data that's out there. Patient data, outcomes information, epidemiological data, digital and social media data. You could say it's raining data. The volume and velocity is unprecedented. The question for us is, how do we analyze this data? How do we make it work for us as a company to be better, to fulfill our mission? The good news, data is at the heart of every healthcare decision today. And we have tools like Tableau that allow us to harness the power of this data. So let me tell you a little bit about my team. We are responsible for the acquisition and stewardship of data. We're also responsible to identify, develop, and deploy tools and capabilities that improve our internal analytics. You could say we are at the heart of making data work for Pfizer. Let me give you an example. Last January, there was a year beginning meeting, and we hosted a share fair. We had an opportunity at this share fair to share some findings that we had around an analytical model to better identify patients. One of the attendees questioned our findings. Right there, we were able to use Tableau to drill into our findings and our data and share with this person what we had done. At that point, she understood and she trusted our results. The other part that made this so powerful is because we brought the data to life. And we brought the data to life because we had a space, an interactive studio space with touch screens, with Tableau on those touch screens, so that the decision makers could be there with the analysis, learning and understanding the data. Why is that so important? Because we're trying to have an impact. We're trying to find the right medicines. We're trying to have faster, better clinical trials. We want good patient outcomes. And when you bring the data and the decision makers together, you're speeding up the process. And it's real. 195,000 people, about half the population of New Orleans, have a condition called cardioamyloidosis, or ATTR-CM. This is a condition that presents a lot like congestive heart failure, which is the weakening of the heart, which leads to a fluid buildup around the lungs. Of those 195,000 people, less than 1% are diagnosed. Less than 5% of cardiologists have the information they need to diagnose this condition. It takes 3 to 5 years on average for a patient to receive their diagnosis. This is serious because if not treated, this condition can be fatal. What was our challenge? Can we improve diagnosis? Can we develop a model that will help us to identify these patients? Well, I'm happy to say we used Tableau to analyze all the rich data that we had, and we selected the data that could be put into a predictive model that we were building. And with a high degree of confidence, we are able to diagnose patients. This is a big deal. We use Tableau to present these findings to our medical and our commercial leadership. And it was powerful. We immediately moved into discussions around how can we develop diagnostic tools that we can put into the hands of physicians so that they can do their jobs better. The other power of this model and the use of this data is that it's not just for cardioamyloidosis. We can apply it to other disease states. That means treating more diseases in more markets, reaching more patients. That is impact. That is making patients healthy. That is our mission. It's accomplished. Thank you, and enjoy the conference.